Alright, Eugene Backyard Repair here, back on the part 2 of the snowblower. We're gonna go second round with this sucker. Got it from my sister. She gave it to me. Needs some work. Doesn't run that well. I did a part 1 video, will it run? It does run. Doesn't look too bad. It's got power steering. I don't know how the power steering system works, but I know when you move left or right, one wheel stops and the other one turns, so it definitely has power steering. When I got the plastic that covers this blue plastic that keeps it from scratching was still on it, I thought it was painted. Took me forever to get that off. We got that off. We did get it running in the first video, but it doesn't run that well. So we're back to round 2 with this thing, and I got a brand new carburetor over here in the box behind you, and we're gonna take it apart one more time. Not that it was fun the first time. We're gonna take it apart one more time and see if we can get the carb swapped out. Get some. Forgive the rain. Shut the fan off, though. At least that'll help a little bit. Yeah, let's unplug the fan. Cut down a little bit of noise. So you only get the rain now. And 10 mil. This thing's a pain in the butt to get apart. To get this cover off, you got to take the entire shroud off the muffler and everything. It's just not a good system. But whatever. You gotta get this entire. You gotta get the shroud off. There's 2 10s here, there's 2 10s here, and one over here, and there's a wire which is broken on it. Somebody else worked on it on the bottom there. You gotta get that off before you can remove this cover. So you got wire down here, one plug, one screw, and then there's a hose to the primer you gotta get off too. And before you pull the carb, you gotta shut the fuel off, which is on the other side. Somebody cut a hole in the cover over here because you're supposed to take a screw out and flip the flap out. They cut a hole in the cover. I don't know why they didn't flip the flap out, turn the gas on, just leave it, but they did. So we're gonna grab a wrench and get that cover off. 10 millimeter. Bolt here, bolt here, bolt here. Now bolt back there. We'll bring back in a second when we get the cover off. Alright, first cover's off. Put all the hardware in the cover, that way I know where it came from. A couple bolts on this plastic cover. Bring it along. Those don't take too long here. Or if we drop the stuff on the ground, that'll help. Let me grab a screwdriver, that might help. There we go, we got my bit adapter here. That way I can turn around circles and not go ratcheting. One here. Of course, this is under the edge of the gas tank too. Makes it real fun too. One here, one here. 10 millimeter bolts. Put them up on the bench. Got one all the way on the other side. To make life interesting. This is the one where you would normally open it up to turn the gas on and off. There's somebody cut a hole. I don't know what we're gonna do about this hole over here. I don't know if I want to patch it with a piece of sheet metal or what I want to do. I don't. It's not really worth it. All right, 2 more bolts in the. Oh, we got a bolt on the bottom. Not sure what size that was. It was a 10 or a 5 or an 8 millimeter. Way down underneath. Way over here. I got you. For the ground for the kill switch, which was broken on this one. That's why when my sister told me to pick it up, she said the kill switch didn't work. And it didn't work. It was busted off. One side wasn't plugged in, the other side was broke. You're supposed to take this off before you pull the cover. Got a wire down here, like so. And then there should be a plug. Yeah, plug right here in the front. Right there. Plug. disconnects the key switch. Now this one's not too bad. This one is dumb. It's behind the handle. In one of these, the stud came out. One of them, the nut comes off. I think the studs will stay there, but. Oh no, that's right, these were bolts. Oh no, there it is. I think this piece was supposed to stay inside the machine. Because the outside it does. I remember I had trouble getting this off. Socket really needs a short one. I don't know. And the right doesn't fit in there either. It's right behind this. The way it looks like they done it, they must have. This was all assembly. You drop the motor on, but now it looks like to get it off, you'd have to unbolt the handle. I'm not unbolting the handle. Handle's definitely not coming off. We'll figure it out another one. We'll bring you back in a minute. Get that off. I think I have to use a wrench. Alright, we got that bolt off. Not fun. Combination of using the wrench, open end of the wrench, turning the cord turn at a time, and then once I got it out far enough, I could get the socket on there. I'd take the choke knob off. Be a hose here. Unhook it from there or unhook it from the car. I don't remember which was easier. I think unhooking it from the car is easier. Here's the cover. Here's where somebody cut a hole. I might cut this square and then put a piece of, I don't know. Don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Here's a little plastic cup that goes on the inside here. Sits in here. That's why I think them things are supposed to stay on here to hold this here, but they don't. Both of them came off. Yeah, I think the other one's on the inside of the cover. Take a peek. Yeah, the other one's right there in the cover. Yep. see if that comes off. Give me a 10mm wrench and my 8,000 extensions here. Oh, it's stuck too. That's maybe why it was so hard to get it off. Now it came off. The spacer in here too, you gotta watch out for. I was missing one on one side. This one didn't have the spacer over here. Had to put a nut inside. In fact, yeah, that one doesn't fall out so easy. Alright. We got the cover off. Next is to remove this carburetor. So we can get you in here so you can see. Move you over maybe a little bit. Just mount. Let's see if I can expand it here. You can't see that well, but right here is the carburetor. Got a fuel line here, which we're going to shut off the fuel. And pliers. So I set the fuel shut off way back here, so you're supposed to unbolt that flap and bolt it out and reach in there with a pair of pliers, I guess. Now the good system. Shut that off. Give me a rag or a cup. See if I got a cup here. Nah, it's gonna be too hard to try to catch it with the cup. Not too bad. Couple dribbles. Alright. Now we got carburetor and then there's some linkage, which I think I need needles for. This carburetor is not bad per se, but it seems to loop. You know, revs up and down, but sometimes that's how it works until you load the snowblower up and then it'll smooth out. But I don't know. There's no snow. It's April 20th or somewhere around there. There's no way to test it. So best bet is I'm just gonna put a new carburetor on it. That way, when I get rid of it, I can't hear, or I won't hear later on that, well, there was a carb problem. Well, it's got a brand new carburetor on it. So. Alright. Something holding it. Get a light, make sure there's no more bolts. Be sure I didn't miss nothing. No, I didn't miss anything. I know the linkage hits this cover a little bit when you pull it off, but I didn't miss anything. No missing bolts. Just tight. Carburetor gasket fell off. Got a spring. Linkage. This is where I had a problem last time. The linkage hits this cover. When these bolts go through, it goes into a bracket. It just barely catches that bracket. There's barely enough room between here and the studs to get this off. The gasket came off. Alright. There's an old carb. Like I said, there's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with this carb, so I'm going to put the gasket. There's the old gasket, the carb. We're going to set that over here. And make sure we drain all that bolt out before I store it. A brand new one right here in the box. It's a couple of the filter too, but I don't see any filter in line on this. I'm pretty sure it's got a tank filter. New set of gaskets. One of these is different than the other, I think. Oh, it's got 3 gaskets. It's got a, looks like a gasket for, no, that one's, there's got to be a gasket behind this plate here. I'm not taking that plate off, so don't need that one. Oh, well, I wonder why I smell gases leaking out of the carburetor behind me. Put that in the brace. There we go. So we got just the inner and then the outer. The outer is a little different. So we're going to figure out which way it fits on the carburetor here, not that way. Alright. Should only fit one way here. Just not the gasket for this carburetor. Well, let me look at the other one. Yeah, the other one totally fits way different. Try this inner one. The inner one fits better than the other one. Oh, how about if I turn the carburetor around? That's the choke side. That is the end. This is the out. I put that gasket. That's the carburetor out backwards. This hole is what I'm more wondering about. Doesn't seem to make sense here. Oh, that lines up. So this side goes towards the carburetor. This side goes towards the towards the engine. Got the hole facing out. The hole's got to line up with this channel here. That's what I was trying to figure out. Channel's just a vent. Because it doesn't work any other way. If you flip it, the holes don't. If you flip it, the holes don't even line up. Yeah. Only goes one way. So we're going to tow this. We're going to flip it right around, and we're going to put it right onto the motor. I'm going to guess that hole lines up to something on the engine. It does. The same channel is on the motor. Look at this little hose thing is off the side here. Because I'm pretty sure I took the primer off that side. Look at my other carburetor. Yeah, that's definitely where the primer went. I'm going to take that hose off. I don't need the outer gasket. Make it to snap back in the hole. Put my needle loose so I can get the spring back on. Boy, this spring's a rascal. Bring it back on, linkage is all the way down. Ooh. Look at that speed, that other gasket was supposed to be on the, doesn't make sense. I was wondering if it was supposed to be on this thing. Alright, here we go with the flip and flip and flip. Huh. Alright, where's the old gasket? The old gasket is totally different looking than the one that they gave me. Yeah, it lines up a lot different too. Huh. Yeah, the one they gave me is not even close to this one. I think I'm gonna put this one back on. It's just a weather seal on the outside. Doesn't really do anything. The thing is, over here, I don't understand how this one got away with it, but in the US, usually the EPA makes you put a line from the breather, or from this breather to the valve cover. This one, there's nothing hooked to it. I don't understand. There's a hose here, but there's no way to hook it to it. Unless somebody else had it off, but I don't see how you can do it because it's behind this cover. So I don't understand what's going on here, but I know normally this hooks to that and then goes through that hole and into the air filter, or into the valve cover, but on this one you can't. There's no way to do it. Alright, now I need them spacers. These ones. One on each side. I need to get the bolt out of this one. Come on, wrench. Feel on there. Get too many extensions on the screwdriver. I got extensions from here to Christmas. Look how many extensions I got on there. Yeah, because I think these should go on first. One here, and one here. No air filter because it's snow water. It's in pretty much a dust-free environment. Doesn't require one. You don't need to crank these super tight. She's on there. Choke's working. I'll bring you back when we get the covers back on this. I mean, you watch me take them off. It's just to reverse, put them back on. So hang on. Just noticed one thing that was different on these two carburetors. This one got a straight output for the fuel line. This one had a 90 on it. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I didn't even notice that when I ordered it. I'm hoping it doesn't make a difference. I'm figuring it should make a difference. I mean, as long as the line's on there, the line's on there. As long as it don't leak, it don't leak. Alright, bring it back in a minute. We just had an unforeseen issue. I take the cover back off. Turn the fuel on. The float was stuck on a brand new carburetor. Go figure. I thought it was leaking out the fuel line. That's why I took the cover back off. I looked and it was leaking out. It was overflowing the carburetor. We're gonna see if this thing will start before I put the covers all back on. I got the fuel back on. Seems to stop leaking, or I ran out of gas, one or the other. All right. Come on. All right, we're back to almost got the last cover on. Some more bolts here. Not that difficult to work on. Like I said, the worst one is the one behind the bar, the one back here by the chute, and then you gotta make sure you put the primary line and the electric line behind the fuel line on this one, because it comes out in a different spot. If not the ground wire that hooks to the bottom of the engine here, the short out to stop it, won't reach. It looks like I got a cover bolt that might be a little stripped out too. Do not. I might have to swap that out to a different thickness, like a standard, or I might put a nut on the inside and weld it. But anyway, besides the point, that's just a cover. Head off. And the key works. There we go. Like I said, there must be a little bit of debris in that one carburetor. I'll take it apart and see if I can figure out where it is. I couldn't find the low speed yet, but it's got to be in the low speed. Anyway, Let me shrink it up a little bit here. There we go. Anyway, there she is. Like in one piece. I always want to make sure to do a start at the end of this. I usually clip that and use it on my ad, so somebody can't say, well, it didn't run, or it didn't run when I got. Well, it did run. It runs great, actually. So, except for that little spot where somebody cut the plastics and it's faded from sitting. It's a really good machine. Like I said, it's got power steering on it. I don't know where it was. Oh, right here. Right here. Power steering. So, yeah. It's a good machine. It's got a 212 engine on it, which is, I guess, the same size as the Predator. That people run on their mini bikes and go-karts. So, it's got a good size motor on it. So, it'll be a good machine for somebody. Alright, so anyway, if you got any information in part 2 of this, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Quick Park Projects, funny videos, Drift Girl, things nature, screenshots, you know, all kinds of stuff I post on Instagram. So go check that out and subscribe to that if you would, please. And give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps, thumbs down helps. Comment of any, if it's just hi, hello, what up. You know, anything helps with the algorithm. Helps get my videos out there and get shared. I'm on a very small channel, trying to grow to a bigger channel, you know, but you know, time will tell. Anyway, I hope you all like this one, and we're out of here. Peace. Oh, and yes, the KX, if you ever watch my videos, is going. I sold it. Kid bought it this weekend. Clocked at 80 miles an hour. That's insane. They're not even meant to go 80 miles an hour, but that's what it was clocked at. All right, we're out of here. Peace.